Hey friends, let's tap in. We're gonna see what messages come out here today. I hope this message finds you well. This is the all signs general reading, so get in where you fit in. If you need a personal reading, that information is in the description box where you can book that with me. But let's go ahead, Spirit. What do we got going on for the YouTube collective that they need to know at this time? Using the Our Own Healing Magic Tarot, we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so sorry y'all, I'm like over here trying to find a good spot to record these readings at during my lunch break, so we gonna figure it out. All right, but we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so some of you finna get that money. You are getting that bag. You're taking care of yourself. You're looking good. You're really nurturing, investing into, I heard, your craft. All right, so you know, whether this is your career, whether this is a business, or even something that's like a hobby for you. With the Pentacles, it could be something that makes you money. Okay, so you're like nurturing it, you're investing into it, doing what you need to do to be successful at this. Okay, so and you're glowing while you're at it. You look very radiant. People could be giving you a lot of compliments about like, oh, I like your outfit, your makeup looks really good, love that hairstyle on you. This can be the kind of energy that you are experiencing here as the Queen of Pentacles. You know your worth, you know what you bring to the table, and you're not going to settle for anything less. We have the the Page of Wands here. All right, so you could also be feeling very excited about new opportunities, especially when it comes to career and business. Okay, you could be feeling a little more ambitious and you know, ready to kind of take on new projects, new tasks, new goals, you know, things of that nature. Some of you could literally be starting a new business. You might be launching a new service, a new product, something like that. Okay, but you also, I'm getting, you have this very innocent energy to you. Yes, you come across as the Queen of Pentacles. She's very stable and very mature, but then you have this aspect of you that's like very childlike as well, that people could really be feeling drawn to, magnetic. All right, so you might also be focusing on fitness. Fitness could be really important for you at this time. She's got like this little workout gear that she's wearing. Oops, I can get the card. All right, so some of you might be getting in the gym, taking some fitness classes, you know, stuff like that. As they say, health is wealth with that Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, like you might be investing into a gym membership or something. All right, let's see what else we have going on here. I heard a meal plan, like nutritional. You might be seeing like a nutritionist or something. Maybe you're being encouraged to do so. All right, let's see what else we have coming through here. Some of you could also be receiving some good news with that Page of Wands, something that's going to have you really excited about whatever this is you've been nurturing and like pouring your time and energy into, your resources into. You can be getting some sort of positive feedback, possibly from a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone that's just like really excited about whatever it is that you're working on. All right, we got a couple cards flipping out here. So we have the Ten of Swords. All right, so we do have the energy of some betrayal, some evil eye, hateration, holleration that could be going on behind the scenes. So definitely amp up your spiritual protection. Do what you need to do to shield yourself from these energies, because there could be people hating on you, especially if you're looking like the Queen of Pentacles, and then like personality wise you come across as the Page of Wands. There could be people feeling some type of way, like, oh, you know, they just think they all that or whatever. And it's like, I know you think that about me, but thank you. Like, I love the positive affirmation that you're giving me over there. That is unfortunately disguised as hateration. And that's what I always say, like, your haters are really like your biggest fans. Okay, they're people that really admire you, they're inspired by you, but instead that energy is the shadow side of that energy is reflected in envy and jealousy and you know, judgment, hatred, all of that stuff. So Yeah, you could definitely have some people hating from outside the club, okay? Because baby, you ain't even get a motherfucking invitation. You ain't on a list, all right? So it could be a situation like that. Like, I don't know if you're about to host an event or something, or you know, it doesn't even have to be something super formal, but it's like you might not be inviting certain people. Like, nope, you don't get to come, okay? We have the Knight of Wands here as well. All right, so some of you could be springing forward when it comes to your entrepreneurial or creative endeavors. This is a really good time to kind of take risks when it comes to, you know, whatever you're working on in that realm. Now, this could also be someone that is headed your way. The Knight of Wands could be trying to make some movement towards you. I don't know if this is someone that you have left out with the Ten of Swords. Like, maybe you're like, yeah, I don't really want to deal with this person anymore. They could be headed your way, all right? It's interesting. The Two of Wands, it's showing up in the reverse. I'll show it to you in the upright here. But it was showing up more so this way. I'm getting like this person they're no longer an option for you. Like, you're like, yeah, maybe you used to see this person as an option, but you don't anymore. All right, so it could be a situation like that coming through here. The Knight of Wands, especially in comparison to the Queen of Pentacles, they're not really reliable. They're not stable. They're someone that's mostly led by like their passions and what's fun and feels adventurous, but they're not really good when it comes to the day-to-day in and outs of a relationship. They're more of like on that fuckboy type of energy, okay? So that could have been someone that you have left behind. You've cut this person off with that Ten of Swords. They are definitely feeling some type of way. They're salty about it. If you cut anybody off recently, they're definitely sending you like evil eye, and that's not always intentional through magic or anything like that. It could just be like they're thinking a lot of negative thoughts about you. And I heard I want to cuss you out. Somebody could want to cuss you out. They got some words for you. But yeah, like I don't think you really care. I will say, don't be egotistical and feel like you don't need to do work to protect yourself. Definitely do what you need to do. But yeah, like for the most part, you're not really concerned when it comes to this person. Let's see what else we got going on. For some of you, you could be deciding to move forward in one direction and like kind of reject going in another direction. So you could have a choice when it comes to career, when it comes to maybe projects that you want to work on with your business, and you're like, all right, instead of investing into this area, I'm going to move in this direction instead. So you could be kind of pivoting in a way. Not a bad thing, not a bad thing. Someone could be mad. They see that you have a lot of possibilities with this World card here. Like, you have a lot of potential, and it's like they don't want you to have options. Yeah, somebody doesn't want you to have options. That's weird. Like, they don't want you to have options when it comes to career, when it comes to business, maybe even when it comes to like romance or something like that, connections or whatnot. They just want you to be like really limited. Maybe they feel very limited when it comes to their life path right now. So that might be what that's all about. We have the Hanged Man. All right, so somebody could feel like things are stuck between the two of you, or things are not moving. You've released it. You've let this go. You've given it to a higher power as well. And you're just like, fuck it, I surrender. You know, I'm not going to stress about this person, this situation anymore. What's going to be is what's going to be. With the Judgment card, you know, I feel like you have made a final judgment call. You've also kind of made peace with the situation, and it's just like, all right, it is what it is. But somebody could be coming in here wanting to reconcile, wanting to make amends. They might know, once again, this person could be judging you harshly or something like that. Maybe they have done so in the past, and they're having a change of perspective. All right. For others of you, now it's like the tables turn, and you're going to be the one that's getting to judge them, whether you want to allow them back into your life or not. So it's just like, oh, now like the script has flipped. All right. So you could have somebody wanting to come back around and, you know, I'm sorry, like I misjudged you in the past. I didn't really see you as valuable. I didn't see you as that Queen of Pentacles. They might have only seen you as the Page of Wands. Like, oh, you're just kind of naive and, you know, you're fun, but I'm not really taking you seriously. It could have been like that kind of energy that somebody was projecting towards you. And it's like they didn't even really see like the true gem that they had that was right in front of them. So yeah, that's unfortunate for them because they might not get a second chance. It really depends on you and your personal situation though, right? This is a general reading, so it's going to be different for everybody. Let's see what else we have going on. We're going to switch to another deck here. We have play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So they definitely like your playful side, and you do have that to you. You are that Page of Wands, but that's not all you are. They kind of boxed you in and didn't see, you know, what else you had to offer. But definitely have your fun. Get into that Page of Wands, even the Knight of Wands. You know, go travel. Go try out a different restaurant than you usually try, you know, go do something adventurous, go hang around some different people than you're used to being around. But yeah, you know, you definitely want to have a good time. You work hard, so you need to play hard. All right, so that could be a message coming through for somebody that's maybe a bit of a workaholic and they don't have much of like a social life or do a lot in their free time. So yeah, this is a time to do some things that you enjoy or want to try. We have leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. So go try the new things. You know, this could be trying the new thing when it comes to your business, when it comes to your career, you know, maybe making a pivot in those areas. When it comes to something creative that you're working on, it's like, go for it. What's stopping you? We have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. Beauty is coming through strong with that Queen of Pentacles. Like I was saying, people are very, they're drawn, attracted to how beautiful you are. And it's not just on the surface level, the appearance of it. It's also your inner beauty that exudes. And, you know, that inner beauty really comes from your inner child. You being in connection with your inner child is something that makes you radiate. All right. So that's why it's really important for you to prioritize play, to prioritize pleasure, feeling good, enjoying yourself, because that is something that also, you know, makes you more attractive. For some of you, it makes you more influential. You know, some of you are meant to be in positions of leadership, guiding others, supporting others, you know, whether it be in their spiritual journey or in more practical ways in life. Some of you are meant to create a product or a service that is meant to like support people in some capacity. So, you know, that could be anything, but yeah. All right. Some of you could be teachers, or you're being called to teach something, maybe with that Page of Wands. That could even be like a student of yours, or people that would want to learn from you, people that are curious, excited about what you have to teach, what you've built so much time and energy kind of learning there with the Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing build it and they will come. All right, so there's definitely going to be some excitement around whatever this is you're doing. People that do want to learn from you specifically, you know, they might just resonate with you a little differently than another teacher, you know. So you might even be thinking like, oh, there's other people that kind of teach about the things that I want to talk about or whatever. They don't do it like you, okay? And they might not have your unique experience, your personality, that's really going to resonate, you know, with certain people. So your people are always going to find you. I truly believe that. So your people could be looking for you, but they're like waiting for you. Like, well, what do you have to offer? Basically, what are you going to give us here? Right? And we'll invest in it. We want to pull up. We want to receive whatever this is you have to offer. Y'all just saw how that flew out. We have peace. Can't really, now the sun came out, so you can't really see it. But we have the peace card coming through. So yeah, you're focused on just being zen, chill, unbothered, even though some people might even be sending you some of that 10 of Swords, bullshit ass energy, preying on your downfall, you know, gossiping behind your back, slandering you, whatever the fuck. Like I said, you're unbothered, you're at peace, You love yourself enough to where you're not judging yourself like poorly just because of what other people may think about you or say about you. That doesn't impact how you view yourself. It doesn't impact your self-worth. Yeah, it's like you accept yourself, you love yourself, and that's where you find a lot of your peace in as well. That a lot of other people, like, well, these people that are sending you this Ten of Swords energy, they don't have this peace within themselves. They're people that like spend a lot of time judging themselves. They're very critical, and this creates limitations and restrictions on their potential and what they're really capable of tapping into, because they are just so judgmental of themselves and of others, including you. All right, but hey, you know, pray for them if you want to, but you don't have to, because I also really don't believe in fucking praying for people that ain't praying for me. Like, if you praying on my downfall, why the fuck would I be praying to lift you up? Like, I'm just not gonna think about you. So, you know, it depends. Everybody a little different with they process, but that's just mine. Shit, the fuck. Some of y'all could need to take a white bath. Ooh, look, as soon as I said white bath, okay, so if you take that white bath, I need to post like a recipe for that. I might do that on my blog or somewhere. So if I do, I'll put a link here on YouTube. But we have prosperity. So you take that white bath, you're gonna get some prosperity, okay? A windfall. She just got this coins coming down. We have good luck too, so you're gonna get some good luck. All right. What else we got? We got happiness. You're gonna be happy as hell, overjoyed. This is your inner child just kind of flourishing out here. Then we have strength here too. You're so resilient. People don't even know the half of what you've gone through to get what you have. They just kind of see like, oh, it seems like your life has been so easy, because you don't really look like what you've gone through. But shit, that ain't your fault. You know how to fucking dress and, you know, look presentable and shit like that. Some people, like, they would like to talk down on people like, I don't know, like, why people wear makeup? Like, why do women do this? Why do they do that? Bitch, if you don't shut your fucking miserable ass up and join the fucking party, maybe you would feel better about your goddamn self and you wouldn't be so worried about what the next bitch is doing. Like, for real. Like, anytime that I am fucking dressed up or whatever, doing what I do, it makes me feel better. It literally makes me feel better. You know, if I'm consistently like being bummy and stuff, like, I feel like a fucking bum. So there could be somebody that would be watching you and, no offense, they on some bum shit and they mad that you're not. And bitch, what you want me to do about it? Like, you want to learn how to do makeup from me? What do you want to do? Like, so I wouldn't worry about that. Let people think what they want to think. Let people think that you have it easy. Let people think that you don't never struggle. You know, that you ain't never been through no shit. Whatever. Like, they don't need to know your motherfucking testimony. As long as you know your testimony, that's really between you and God. All right. So just know that God's going to continue to bless you. You continue to keep doing these good works that you're doing, and your life is just going to continue to flourish. Some of y'all definitely finna be coming into the fucking bag, deep in my fucking bag. Okay. Primo Rice, that's the song I've been on recently. So look, that's all I'm worried about. I ain't got time for the other shit. So, you know, you might be on the same type of time as me. You ain't got time for the bullshit, but you know, bullshit always follows, especially when you're not giving it attention, right? That's when it tries to poke at you the most. So just be mindful of that. Maybe there could be some people or a person around you that's kind of trying to poke or whatever, but you know, like I said, you've surrendered, you've given that up to a higher power. You let your angels and your ancestors handle that, and you're just gonna continue to walk in your blessings. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna wrap up this reading here. If this resonates at all, please like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.